Hey all, Jay McAleese here with Disc Golf Warehaus. I'm accompanied today by our unofficial mascot, Vale. Whether it be video lessons, disc golf course reviews, disc reviews, and more, Disc Golf Warehaus is the storehouse for disc golf content. Today I'm here to bring you our very first course review video. I'll be reviewing the Flying Armadillo Disc Golf Course in beautiful San Marcos, Texas, and we'll be rating it based on the following criteria. 1. Course design. 2. Location. 3. Amenities. 4. Course maintenance. And 5. X factor. So for this video, I wanted to focus on what they call the big course and put out some good content on that. Of course, the putt-putt course will factor into their ratings, but I will be focusing mostly on the big course. In this video, you will see myself in red, my twin brother Bobby in gray or blue will be playing from the long tees, or the Flying Armadillo would call these the blue tees. My wife Nicole and sister-in-law Corey will be playing from the shorts, which on this course are either the red or the white tees. This course is in my top 5 favorite courses to play in Texas. Most people, when thinking of this course, imagine the putt-putt course, or what they call the gold course, and this is for good reason. It's very enjoyable. There's holes where you throw forehand rollers up a ramp, you throw into the Alamo, you throw into a windmill, and all the holes are under 200 feet, so it's a lot of fun. I'll be dedicating this video to dysautonomia awareness. This is a condition that I have, and the month of October is Dysautonomia Awareness Month. If you don't know what dysautonomia is, it's a misfiring of the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is everything that you don't think about and your body just self-regulates, such as your heartbeat, your blood vessel dilation, perspiration, etc. If you know somebody who exhibits the following symptoms: extreme fatigue, fainting, heat or cold intolerance, and that is extreme heat and cold intolerance, then they might have dysautonomia. A really good way to do a quick at-home test is to have this individual lay flat on their back, get them to their base resting heart rate, and then have them stand, and if their heart rate raises more than 40 beats per minute, there is a good chance they have POTS dysautonomia, and they should go and speak to their doctor about getting additional tests to confirm. I wanted to spread this awareness through the disc golf community because it affects millions of people, and probably millions more have it and don't know, and this is because it takes up to 6 years on average for an individual to be properly diagnosed with this condition. So if you would, spread the awareness and spread the love.
Is this gonna?
Yeah, that's very, very, very fast. Are you
Go home. Yeah. That's what I was trying to avoid.
I got a very unfavorable wind bounce.
excited! I've never seen that happen before.
I really don't.
I can store that for you, Corey, if you want.
You got room in your cart?
Yeah, I got some room.
He's a pack mule.
Great shot.
I'm gonna take it on the other side of this.
Ah! That's gonna be a playback.
Guess what?
You can go first. Okay. Weird about it.
Gosh. Is this filming, Jay?
Huh?
Filming or is this
Recording!
Where did they go? Right?
It's down there somewhere.
It went right?
You're gonna like the way that looks, I guarantee it.
Yeah, it got over everything. It was bouncing around though.
Friend. Friend. Oh, you're so funny. So little.
I need to try this one out, so I'm gonna throw it.
You love me. He does.
Yeah, it's on film.
That was good.
Oh, that tripped me out. Did you see the disc over there?
Wow, nice rip, Bobby. Hey, you want some water?
That pink, so
It is working. Still look like a zebra.
probably just do that. 360 on the hyzer.
That's kind of a...
You have to throw over the top.
Oh, I know, and
So if you don't get it all the way left, there is a big cove on the right once you get over those trees. I really like that. Hey, you missed your green. Just missed it. I know he's.
Welcome back. I hope y'all enjoyed watching our playthrough as much as we enjoyed actually playing it. But now I'm going to get into the ratings that I gave for each of the categories, starting with location. So Disc Golf Warehaus rated the Flying Armadillo course as a 4.75. So some pros. It's situated in the Texas Hill Country. So if you've never been to the Texas Hill Country, it's beautiful, rolling hills. In the spring, there's bluebonnets everywhere. It's a really, really great location. It's also just outside of San Marcos. So it's not a giant city. It's a really, really big size college town. Texas State University is really close by, so there's going to be a lot of people who will have access to a really quality course. Some cons, and realistically, I'm nitpicking a little bit when I'm giving out the cons, because in every category, I gave really high reviews to this course. So one of the cons is if you're driving on a county road, and it's kind of easy to miss the entrance. I know that I usually have to flip around and go back, but really, again, nitpicking. Another thing is beware. There are a lot of exposed rock on the property. That's just the way it is in the hill country. So it tends to chew up your discs a little bit. And then something that Nicole kind of said as a passing joke was that there's no water features on the property. So that is it for location. Again, it was a 4.75. Onto amenities. I gave amenities a 5.0. As far as disc golf courses go, the Flying Armadillo nailed it. Beautiful pro shop, stocked. I bought a disc when I was there. Has just about every single brand you can think of, especially the big two, and Innova and Discraft. But you're going to see Westside, DD, and all the other brands in there as well. There's a really nice patio to hang out on the back. I don't know if you can see that from the pictures that I had shown before, but it's a really nice patio. There's foosball out there. It's just a really nice place to hang out before the round, get ready, and then after the round to check scorecards and that kind of thing. The only real con was that, yes, there were restrooms on site, but they were porta potties. So really that's not a huge thing. I would say 85% of disc golf courses don't have a restroom on site. So the fact that this course has a restroom on site is really a pro, but if I'm again nitpicking, porta potties aren't ideal, but again, what do you expect? It's in the middle of the hill country. You have your restroom. And again, amenities 5.0. Next, we're going to talk about course design. I rated it, I rated it a 4.5. Pros of it, it flows really nicely. Even without using a map or UDisc, you'd easily be able to find the next hole that leads to signage and marking. There's really great signage on the course. How far the hole is, where the hole is, all of those things. You're going to get that. The markings are great. If you look in the video, you can see some painted rocks for the red, white, and the blue tees. I think that's a really nice touch as well. And then there's a really nice mix of long and short holes. They're all pretty much attackable. The thing that comes into play is low ceilings and tight gaps. But if you have a really good backhand hyzer or an over-the-top tomahawk or thumber, you're going to do quite well. And the last thing I'll mention here is it uses its elevation really well. You're going to find yourself throwing both downhill and uphill on level elevation. You're just going to get a really good mix of all of those things. Some cons, there were parts of the course that were unfinished. So the most notable were some of the shorter tee pads. So some of the reds and I believe one or two of the whites were not finished. They were either gravel or they were just dirt. And yes, I know some disc golf courses don't have cement or artificial turf tee pads for all of their tee pads or all of their tees. But this was a problem a couple of times. If you watch the video on hole 14 on red, Corey actually tripped over a rock and it kind of threw off her forehand. But again, for these cons, nitpicking, but that is definitely something that in the course design will probably, when we talk about course maintenance, will slowly be improved upon. And then if you're not paying attention, you can easily play from the wrong tee. Now I said before, there's really great signage and really great marking, but because there are 3 different tee pads, and because some tee pads are both blue and white, some tee pads are red and white, some tee pads are blue, white, and red, you can easily find yourself just looking for the shorts and play some reds when you're trying to play just the white tees and things like that. Having 3 different tee pads is a really phenomenal thing to offer the disc golf community, but it does make things confusing when you're trying to find your hole or I guess your tee pad. So again, nitpicking, but I gave course design a 4.5. I think it was really, really great. Next, we have course maintenance. I rated this a 5.0. It was, based on what I've seen and what I see now, it's very pristine. It's very clean. Every time I go there seems to be new art scattered just along the course. There's nothing really that's overgrown. And then it's a really nice use. As I said before, there's exposed rocks. But on a lot of the holes, you'll see in the fairway that they use those rocks to line the fairway and then to also put a border around clumps of trees, which I think is a really nice touch. And then every time I play there, it seems like there's more updates and improvements that have been added to the course. As I said before, tee pads, from this time to the time before I played, more tee pads have been put into place. So it's just a matter of time before the course design jumps up to a 4.75 or 5.0. But the course maintenance, as far as the pros go, are great. And then for the cons, again, like I'm going to say on every con, nitpicking. But if you're not careful, you're going to get rooted and trip on an exposed root and either have a nice fall or look silly trying to catch yourself. But that's just part of it. It's a newer course, and it's also in an area where the ground and the terrain is a little bit rocky, and you're going to get those roots sticking up. So just be careful of that, but really nothing to complain about. Course maintenance 5.0. And then last but not least, we have the X Factor category. I gave this a 5.0. As far as the pros go, the X Factor is anything that's just unique to the course or the area that you don't see in pretty much any other course. There's three main things that I want to make a note of here. The first is, I talked about it in the beginning video, but there's a very unique putt-putt course. They call it their gold course, but it's really fun. As I said before, you can throw into the Alamo, into a lighthouse, forehand rollers off of ramps, just really cool things. My wife Nicole actually got her first and only ace on the Alamo hole. So if you see that picture, that's actually a picture after her first ace, which is really cool. As far as cons go for the X Factor, there's really nothing. It really gives a lot. There's two more pros. The first one is there's a tower that overlooks the hill country. So if you're wanting to get a better view of the hill country, there's a really, really tall tower, and you're going to see it in several shots, pictures and video of the course, and you can go up there and look out forever, and it's really amazing. And then there's on-site camping available to anybody who's looking to camp on-site, which is cool because if you're planning a road trip and you are keen on camping, then you can literally camp on site. Like if that's one of your destinations, you don't have to book any extra hotels or Airbnbs, just camp on site. And I think it's a pretty cool idea to be able to camp on a disc golf course. So UDisc rated this course as a 4.6. I think that's pretty fair. I went on there and I looked at the reviews, and I didn't see any of the reviews listed on there that were below a 5.0. So I'm assuming some people just posted lower ratings on there and didn't leave any comments. But as far as Disc Golf Warehouse's rating goes, we're giving this course a 4.85 out of 5. So pretty damn near perfect. And it's a matter of time before the course is finished, and it's just going to get even more unique over time. If you're looking for a fun course, if you're wanting a course that offers several different layouts, a lot of different looks, a lot of unique amenities, take a road trip to San Marcos and play the Flying Armadillo disc golf course. You are not going to be disappointed. I am going to plan to try to put out a video either every month or every other month. So please subscribe and like this video, and so we can get Disc Golf Warehouse off the ground.